Hey, Magnetics. I was looking at Line for You. I don't really see any way that you could really get it with your troops. I don't. It's not a matter of severe skill. I don't think I could get it either. If I had your troops in your base and all that stuff. And the reason behind that is at Town Hall 5, you don't really have any ways of healing your troops with, say, a heal spell, which you get at Town Hall 6. You don't have the Angel yet, the healer, at either. You can take one healer in the clan castle since you have 15 cap space. So you do have that one healer, but essentially you can't work through this whole base with a ground force and have them survive the whole time. It's just there's too much damage that happened too much over time. The other alternative to a ground force would be balloons. The issue with that, with the recent update, which used to be a lot easier, is that before that update is Town Hall 6 now have 2 air defenses. When we only had 1, it was actually quite easy to take out a Town Hall 6 with balloons. But now they have 2, so now it's quite a bit harder. So I really don't see a way of taking out these 2 air defenses with leaving enough space for balloons afterwards to take out the rest of the base. So neither a ground force or a air force, I don't think will really work out for you. Just because the math isn't on your side. The one thing you could do that I don't think will work, but it's at least get you hopefully a star if done correctly. I think is you would attack from the side of the base, and first just to make sure you know to do this, because I don't know if you know to do this or not, is to take out the clan castle first. And you take it out away from the base, so that way as you're killing the clan castle troops, the base isn't shooting you at the same time. So you could drop, say, since the radius is way out here of the clan castle, you could just drop, say, 1 or 2 barbarians, or you probably just do 1 at first. And the barbarians are in the radius of the clan castle that will draw them out long before Archer Tower can shoot them. And that way, you can get maybe all the clan castle troops out with 1 barbarian over here, and you may drop 1 at a time out here to get the troops just to walk out here, and that way they're outside of the radius of these 2 archer towers. And at that point you can kill them. And just like when you're assaulting a base, like I was talking about getting the high health troops out in front of the low health troops, so giants in front of the archers, you can do the same concept over here. Instead of using giants, you can use barbarians. So you have, say, a row of archers back here with 1 or 2 barbarians out in front. And just 1 at a time. Just drop 1 or 2, and then 1 or 2 until everything dies, so that their clan castle troops are shooting these just couple of barbarians that you're dropping at a couple of time as your archers stand behind them, killing their troops. That works particularly well against Valkyries, if there is a Valkyrie in here. If it's a dragon, then the same concept. You drop the barbarian so just under the dragon, so the dragon shoots the barbarian, and then with these archers shooting the dragon the entire time. So you kill the troops out here, right? And then once they die, they would of course walk this way into the base. And if you can, it's good to design your attacks where the troops that kill the clan castle join the rest of your attack. So that works out really well here. Your troops will be out here, and this is where we're going to attack the base. And then that way, the archers will be part of your base attack army also. As opposed to, saying, attacking the troops out here and then using your main giants and archers over here. Because now all these archers are going to walk this way and get killed by these archer towers. So we're going to attack the base here and with giants and some wall breakers to break into this air defense. So you maybe go from drop your giants here and break this wall with wall breakers, and then this wall with wall breakers. to get out to this one air defense. And after this one air defense goes down, you drop your healer and the clan castle. And that way, you're keeping your giants alive for as they go about this kind of half of the base. What else? And then you just back up those giants with archers. Initially, you just want to place them on this right half. If you place them way over here, then they start getting shot before they get into the range of these archer towers. So initially, you place them over here, so they're behind the giants. And I anticipate the giants will go after this archer tower, and then maybe the mortar and the AD, but then after that, go to the wizard tower. And at this point, they'd be close to this archer cannon, and then you can place more wizards of your archers on this side to go after those two air defenses. At that point, your giants will either break through this wall here or walk all the way around like this and go after this mortar. And this is where this air defense is probably gonna start shooting your healer. And to prolong that possibility, don't drop, say, your healer over here, because if your healer is over here and then walks towards flies towards your giants over here, it's going to be following the giants kind of on the right side as it goes throughout this base. And it could potentially start getting shot by your wizard tower or archer tower. That's kind of extreme end, dropping it way over here. But if you drop it more on this side, then as it falls here, it will stay more on this side of the half of the base as opposed to the right half. And that way you're avoiding this air defense for a longer period of the time. But you also want to make sure you don't drop it so close that this archer tower starts shooting the healer. So once your giants kill the side of the base, and then in one way or another go to this mortar, is when your attack will start to fall apart because the healer will get shot by this air defense. The way you could possibly avoid that would be to drop more archers over here to get out to this air defense before it kills the healer, but I really don't see that happening. And so this is kind of the problem with this attack. No matter where you attack, the opposite air defense is going to kill you. Whether it's going to be balloons or it's going to be giants with the healer, this is not going to work out. 10, in contrast, you could see how it could be much easier. Because either attack would really work. Giants with healer or balloons, because you could drop, say, after you kick this can castle, of course, one giant right here, and then one giant right here. And what you're doing is you can say, this cannon and this archer tower, as this one giant walks this way, is going to shoot the giant. The same thing over here. As you drop one giant over here, this archer tower, or maybe in this bridge tower, and this archer tower is going to shoot that one giant. And then very quickly after you drop those 1 or 2 giants and start getting shot, you drop clan castle hogs right here, and it goes up to this air defense. Just go straight from here to this air defense. And so the giants are keeping those clan castle hogs alive because they stop the defenses from shooting the hogs. And that way this air defense is down. And then it's really easy to drop some balloons to kill the archer towers first. You don't want to drop them over here because cannons don't pose any threat to balloons. Archer towers do. So you drop the balloons over here to go after the archer tower first, and work across the base, and maybe a couple balloons here to go after this archer tower. And then you're done. And you got the base. Because all that's left is some of these cannons which can't shoot balloons, and this cannon which can't shoot balloons, and so it would be pretty easy. I mean, the only other thing you do is when you go over here, is to drop one more giant over here, so the archer towers will shoot this one more giant before you drop balloons to get to these 2 archer towers. So in contrast, this base is really easy because it's really easy to stand some hogs out to this one air defense and kick the rest of it with balloons. It kind of shows you, and you can do the same thing with giants. You can send giants over here, go straight for this air defense, and then just drop a healer to heal the giants, and then they just walk throughout the whole base with some archers placed behind them to kill the whole base. And either attack really would work. Balloons would work better, but you could do giants with a healer also. You kind of see why this base works well, and you could totally do it. And at the same time, seeing why this base doesn't work well for what you can do. So, yeah. Good luck. Sorry, you can't. I don't think you really can get 9. I think it's upgrading your troops and getting wizards would be really helpful. So make sure you upgrade your whole base before upgrading the town hall again. You always want to max out everything you can upgrade other than the town hall before upgrading the town hall. And you do the same thing over and over. So upgrade everything you can but the town hall, and then you upgrade the town hall. So as you go further along the town hall 5, you maybe can start getting town hall 6s, but depending on their layout. Some bases are easier to get than the others, obviously.